that swimmingly. Hopeless, are you coming? Or are you staying on the Polaris?
Game crashed.
Oh,
I was about to jump.
classic. What up, guys? Astro Manny here, back at it again with another video. Welcome back. And yesterday we showed you how I was taking fighter ships and doing the 125k resource drive mission to do that mission fast and get you the most possible progress as fast as possible. Today I'm going to show you a easier, better method of doing it, and you can, again, this can be done solo or with a group. So if you like that sort of thing, you know what to do. Smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell. And come check us out on live stream Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come check us out anytime. We might be streaming extra because the new patch just came out. Stop by Twitch, say hi, all those wonderful things. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You can also hit that join button down below to become a member, all those wonderful things. But anyways, so you might be seeing that we have our Wicklow's Polaris sitting here. So yes, today we're going to be using the Polaris. How we're going to use it, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it and all those kinds of things. We're going to be doing this today with a org member. Hopeless is here with us, and he's going to be helping us move boxes and stuff. Again, you can do this solo or with the group. Solo is definitely going to get you the most progress and all that stuff, and this is a safer way of doing it. The same thing we did yesterday, but safer and probably more efficient, but it is a little bit sketchy on blurring the lines of, is this too much? Like, should this be fixed? And we'll talk about that in the video. So what is happening? We are doing the resource drive mission, which is here, your second life resource. We're going to be doing this in the Crusader system because I'm still working on leveling up Crusader to maximum. Today on live stream, if you're watching this video right when it comes out, I'm probably live streaming still currently, so come say hi. Today on live stream, I will probably finish out Crusader and finish out Microtech both today if I get enough of that done and not get bored. And then we'll probably start on Hurston. There might be some extra surprise stuff happening today for fun content that might interrupt what I just said. But that doesn't matter. That's what we're doing, the resource drive stuff. And what mission are we doing specifically? We are doing the 127k one, which is not up, but it's the large recovery cargo. Large cargo recovery, which is where you go get the ship that's at a mining field or an asteroid base or something. And you can either take the cargo from the ship, or you can steal the ship and then go deliver the cargo to the station or the city. And there is a couple waves of enemies defending the location. But as you saw in the last video, we didn't really do any combat. We just flew in, ejected, and then stole the ship. This time around, we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, as long as we can get ourselves a mission. They do seem to be going pretty quickly, or maybe I need to quantum somewhere else to get it to work real quick, because it's doing the whole thing where it's only showing one of the things, or 4 of the missions instead of 8 of the missions, or 9 of the missions. Either way, yes, we're in the Polaris. Like I said, we are going to be using this in today's mission. Do you need the Polaris to do this trick? Is probably the first question, right? Do you need the Polaris to do this trick? No. Is the Polaris the best choice for this trick? Probably. You could use the Idris, but the Idris is slower than the Polaris, so it will just cost you a little bit more time by just being in a slower moving ship. Do you need a Polaris or an Idris? You can probably do this in a Carrack and a Star Lancer attack. They might be a little bit trickier or might not work as well, because you're going to see what we're going to do, and you do need a medical bed. But PDCs do make it a lot better. So the big point of the thing is PDCs. It's not giving me in particularly the mission I'm looking for. What about you, Hopeless? Do you have the mission?
I haven't seen any of the combat missions all day. It's only the last 6 hours.
Really? Okay. Well, we might do a cut here if it doesn't pop up in the next minute, and I will get back to you guys when the mission is working, and I'm going to keep this intro because I'm not going to redo this intro. But you know what it could be? What it could be. I don't know. But we're going to do a cut, and I'll be back to you guys when we get the mission, and I'll cut into it.
So there is
I already have it. Thank you, Trey, for your input. All right, so we got the mission, 127K. Asteroid field around yellow, recovery, large cargo ship recovery. That's what we're going to be doing. It didn't take very long for my cut. I legit just started it, or hit the cut button, and then waited 30 seconds, and then boom, we had the mission. So it wasn't too much of a wait. You're not doing it every 2 minutes anyways, Trey.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless you're doing it the exploity way, which we will talk about that in the video as well. All right. So again, the 125 or 127K mission, where you're recovering the cargo from a ship that is being defended by enemies that are trying to steal the cargo, because we're here to recover the cargo. So what do you do to do this? Simple, just like last time. Quantum into the mission location. You wait for the mission to move to the next part of it. And there it is. And it is over in this direction. We're going to stay in nav mode to get a little bit of speed because we're in a Polaris. And then we will switch to shields and stuff when we're about maybe 6K out. Because these guys are going to come chasing after us. So we're going to go into shields. Do an extra point in shields just so they can recharge. And again, we're just going to roll up. This is even simpler and safer than the last way we did this. Last time we came in a fighter ship and ejected. This time, the reason why this is even easier and safer is because, one, we have PDCs and stuff. We're not ejecting. We're not risking anything. The PDCs are distracting and killing the targets. And they're going to basically make it where we don't have to super rush to get our ship here, the Hercules. We don't even have to super rush because the PDCs are beating up the NPCs and we're just casually strolling. We're still gonna want to get in it and fly away as fast as possible. I mean, that's still the same situation. We're still wanting to escape because, as you can see, the resource or the reinforcements have arrived. But they'll be so distracted with attacking the Polaris and scared of the Polaris's PDCs that we should be able to easily fly away in the Hercules. I say that, but the PDCs aren't doing that swimmingly. Hopeless, are you coming? Or are you staying on the Polaris?
Game crashed.
Oh.
I was about to jump.
Classic. So now we're on the Hercules, so they may start attacking the Hercules. Are they, or are they not? I don't know. They're still attacking the Polaris. The Polaris is a tank. They can't really hurt it. It's perfectly fine. Definitely starting to attack the Hercules. And so we're still going to make our run for it as fast as we can. Same way as I did before. or drop as many flares as we can, or not flares, but you know, noise. And then we're just gonna hit our OM marker and get out of dodge. And it's that simple. And you might be like, man, deja vu, I just watched you do this yesterday. Well, there's one more extra added step. And this time I was doing it with a friend, and I was showcasing a little bit of that too. But the friend I am doing it with is a constant game crashing enjoyer. Maybe not an enjoyer of it, but...
I call myself a connoisseur.
Do we think it's the Vulcan?
Oh, I'm on DirectX now.
And you're still crashing, so it's not Vulcan that was doing it to you?
I thought it might be Vulcan because it was...
How do you get the mission? Because you don't see it. You open up your contracts and it says resource drive and you grab it. I don't know what else to tell you. There is an introductory mission you have to complete, which again is still the same thing. You open up your Moby Glass and it says resource drive. But it's as simple as this. We steal our ship. We take it to the station. We're going to offload the stuff. And then there's an extra step to it. Some of you guys asked to see the caterpillar side of it. Well, I don't make up what ship spawns in the mission. I wish I did, because I hate stealing the Hercules. I like finding the caterpillar. Somebody left in the comments saying that they think the caterpillar blows up faster. I mean, that could be their experience. In my experience, I feel like the caterpillar survives longer than the Hercules, and my logic for that is because the caterpillar has lots of parts, and the NPCs are mainly shooting the Hercules' big body, right? So the Hercules gets beat up by getting shot in the body and pops that way. Well, sometimes the NPCs are shooting the caterpillar's engines, or the canopy, or the front, or the back. There's lots of different parts in the caterpillar. So that's why I think the caterpillar survives longer. The caterpillar takes longer to get the bridge. I disagree with that again. I don't see how the caterpillar takes longer to get to the bridge. In my opinion, it's much faster to get to the caterpillar's bridge. But just my opinion. We could time it. I mean...
I think the T2 is longer simply because you spend longer on a ladder.
Yeah, you spend longer on the ladder, and there's more doors.
Yeah, that's true.
But again, that's just how I feel. I mean... And that's why I also think that's why the Hercules is more prone to blow up, because it does take longer to get to the Hercules' room. Maybe it's just people are getting lost in the caterpillar because they're not very accustomed to the caterpillar. It is a uncommon ship for people to fly. Thank you, Astro Synth, for telling me that I have a blurry face. That's okay. This is where my friend would have been very helpful. We could have offloaded a little bit faster, but that's not a big deal. It's 9 boxes. I didn't even share the mission with him. I forgot about that part. It's okay. He's DC'd right now anyways. He's probably back by now.
Yeah, I'm back on the floors.
Okay. I'll send you the mission before I send it down. And ta-da! This is basically the event, though, you know what I mean? Like, I like that it's a PvE event. Sure, that we need more PvE events, but this is legit the event. And you have to do it 1,000 times. All right, so that is mission complete 1. And we're going to show you 2 missions complete because there's the extra step in this. Let me share this to Opus so he gets credit.
Got it.
And then we're going to send this down. And how fast did we do that? 9 minutes, basically. So you can do this, like, basically, it's probably a 15-minute full cycle kind of thing. So you can do 4 of these an hour and things like that. Anyways, what do we do now to start the next part of the mission? The next mission, we just do it again, right? But what do? That's why you bring a medical bed or a Polaris of whatever ship you're going to use the medical bed for. And now you just backspace. This is the questionable cheesy part of the whole thing. Like, now I'm going to wake up in the Polaris and we're just going to go do it again. It's, to me, like, I mean, the whole respawning on the Polaris is a little bit cheesy, but it's like, it doesn't make a difference whether I leave my hangar in the Gladius or I'm in the Polaris. It's still going to be the same amount of time, to be honest, because I'm right there in the hangar. I'm just going to pull up a Gladius and fly out versus backspacing and getting in the Polaris. The only thing that makes this different, in my opinion, is, like I said, we're using the Polaris as a distraction ship, and so it's less likely that our Hercules or Caterpillar gets blown up while we're doing the mission.
There's a Caterpillar outside if you want to show them the Caterpillar route.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do the next mission. I don't want to. We can show the stream that later. We just have to wait for the mission to repop, and apparently it's Trey trying to steal stuff from us even when we're trying to make a video when he could go do the other mission for 2 seconds.
Oh, I can't get the mission myself now.
Look at that. The Caterpillar is literally right there. Literally right there. The Caterpillar is. Alright. Well, either way, we're going to do a little cut here until the mission pops up. That way you guys aren't just sitting here. But you got the gist of it. Basically, that's it. But I'm going to do it again just to show you how fast back and forth you can do this by just respawning back in your Polaris or in your Starlancer TAC or your Idris or whatever you choose to do this in. And it basically is the same thing I did yesterday, but now it's just improved upon a little bit to make it a little bit safer and better. That's that. The other thing that I kind of mentioned earlier was the more of an exploity way of doing this, but that's kind of just like with accepting the mission and abandoning the mission and redoing the cargo and stuff, and then using the materials needed to turn them all in. I think that's more work than what we're doing currently. Hopeless is flying to the Caterpillar. Is it full of cargo?
That's what I wanted to check. If it was abandoned, yeah. No, it's been empty.
Okay.
Someone else's mission's full.
We're gonna do a cut. Alright guys, we're back. Took us about a minute or so to find the mission. And hopefully this is a Caterpillar one. If not, no big deal. There's a Caterpillar flying around right there that we might showcase the route. But like I said, I just, my opinion is that the Caterpillar is a bit faster. Are you on board, Hopeless?
On board, yeah.
Okay. It's another asteroid field around Yella. Switch into nav mode and move to the next location. Someone in chat is asking, do you need a Polaris to do this? And I'm pretty sure I answered that question like 4 times. I'm sure I'm going to get a comment down below. Do you need a Polaris to do this? I don't know. Did you watch the video? No, you don't need a Polaris to do this. It's probably the best ship to do it for because it's the most durable with not being the absolute slowest. The Idris is more durable, but the Idris is absolutely slow. So.
Would the 890 work?
Yeah, the 890 would work. I think. Yeah, the 890 would work definitely. There's nothing wrong with the 890 at all. Of course, it's another Hercules. So I won't be able to show the Caterpillar route, but maybe I will add to the end of our video, like, because I'm going to be doing this to finish out the mission and whatnot, to finish out Crusader and stuff. Maybe I'll do somewhere in the middle of me farming all this, the next time I get a Caterpillar, I'll record myself doing the Caterpillar and then add it to the end of this video. That's what I'll do. But there we go. Me and Hopeless can now go steal this C2.
Nope.
Hopeless has crashed again.
Gameplay.
Man, it's a crazy amount of like fire that gets thrown at you. It might not work with a tack. I mean, the tack might work, but it might not work with something anything less durable. I mean, the tack will still probably die. So you probably could only do 2 or 3 missions before the tack dies. The Polaris, you could probably do a good 20 missions before it dies. Because they're not even getting through the shields, I would say. But there is lots of ballistics hitting it. So maybe it will die eventually. Or lose an engine eventually or something. Again, the only difference between this way of doing things and the coming in with the fighter ship and injecting is that you have a ship that's distracting all the other ships, making your escape much more easier. And that's the benefit of doing this route. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you do it with a friend, it's even easier because the friend is the bait, right? But that's the point of the Polaris, is even if you don't have a friend, the Polaris is the bait. So it's kind of like using a Polaris or something with PDCs is like having a friend with you without having a friend with you. Which is more reason of why people get away with being solo players doing these sorts of things, when maybe some of the things should be fine-tuned to where these kind of stuffs can't happen. Like, do I think this is an okay gameplay loop? No. This is miserable. This is not fun. This is not good. This is not good for the game. It's not entertaining. I think the way I was doing it before was like where you're ejecting and coming in a fighter ship is still not a good gameplay loop and still not fun. And well, it's a little fun and entertaining because you're coming in and ejecting at high speeds and running for your life, so it's a little bit more entertaining. But it's silly that you can do those sorts of things. But at least that one had some risk to it. This one has 0 risk. As you can see, my Hercules has no damage. Like, it's not red because it wasn't even hard to get away. The Polaris was just eating up all the pressure and taking all the attention, and I'm just casually walking away. And Hopeless has done nothing with us besides crash the desktop. So again, we didn't even have a teammate here to even make any kind of difference, but really he was just here to move boxes with us, because moving boxes by yourself is sad. When you have a friend that moves boxes with you, life is better. And you know what? That's a true life experience story, because once upon a time, I worked at Amazon, and I'll tell you what, moving boxes with friends is a lot of fun. But moving boxes by yourself? Hell no. I could do the job that I did at Amazon all day as long as I had my friends unloading trucks with me. But if they ever asked you to like go do like putting boxes on shelves, you do that by yourself all day long. You just walk around and put boxes on shelves. That's not fun.
I'm saying, working in a warehouse that doesn't have to follow OSHA rules, lots of fun.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
And doing this method where there's zero risk involved, this is 100% better than doing the big cargo mission where you're going and getting 180 SCU and then turning that in. Because this, you can do this in 10 minutes. You can do this in 15 minutes. You're only unloading once. You're not loading a ship and then unloading it. You're only unloading once. And it's only 9 boxes instead of 45 boxes. So this is by far the fastest way to get your progression up in the resource drive. So I hope you guys enjoy. Leave comments down below. Let me know what is your preferred faction. What is your preferred city? Are you a Crusader fan? Are you doing Hurston like everyone else because everyone thinks that it's going to get them 5% off ships? I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe it will. Either way, I'm still going for Crusader because blue is cool and Crusader's cool. Let me know down in the comments what you're doing. Are you enjoying this event? Are you a cargo hauler and you're like, man, I'm moving boxes all day and it has meaning. This is fantastic. Or are you miserable? Let me know.
Miserable because of 4 SCU size containers.
Miserable because of 4 SCU size containers. Yes. And I agree, Thor. I'm going to max all 4, obviously, but it's about the competition of which one is going to get the most all the way through. So yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Tune in next time. I should be able to get a Meteor video out to you guys by Monday. Stay tuned for the Meteor video because it's going to be more than just a loadout video. We're going to have a little conversation in it about the Meteor and whatnot. If you've been to my live streams, you know how I feel about the Meteor. If you haven't, come stop by the live streams and ask me about the Meteor so I can pull my goddamn hair out. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Come stop by the live stream. I'll see you in the next video.